Hello, Likers. Welcome back to our channel. It's me, your fave, your one and only, your baby girl, Malaika. So, Likers, we are doing the critical review of Mr. Aloy's new series, When Marriage Becomes a Nightmare. Episode 1, it starts with a couple. The man is called Jonathan, and the wife is called Clara, and they have a daughter called Benita. But you could see that the couple is they're like, it's total chaos in the house, based on the fact that I think the man is being stepped upon. His ego is being stepped upon by his wife and his daughter. And excuse me, he's fed up. He's fed up. You could see the anger all over him. You could see the pain and everything, because to him his wife is trying to take his place. And he started talking about his past, when he had money, how he was shaking. He was a shaker and mover. He was shaking and moving things, and why today his wife cannot respect him and everything. But this is crazy, because you see, when he talks about his past, he's talk about how he was buying champagnes of 250,000 2.5 million naira. He was doing this, he was hanging out with soft girls, was with beautiful girls and everything, and he was very frustrated because to him his wife was being disrespectful. But now that is crazy for you. If you have that kind of past, it shows that if today you're having crisis, is because of your past mistake. And his wife simply made him understand that if you can sit and not identify where the problem is coming from, it means you'll be a fool forever. You'll be a fool at 40, and definitely you'll be a fool forever. Yes, because it's true that when things are rough, you need a supportive partner. You need your partner to always be there for you. You need your partner to stand by you, to do stuff for you. You don't need a judgmental partner. You don't need any of those. But when your partner is being judgmental, your partner does not want to stand for you, it's frustrating. And their daughter now, Benita, get into it, seeing that her father is being brutal with her mom, use a pistol on her dad. That is crazy, because as a child, you're not supposed to take side when your parents are fighting. Yes, you're not supposed to. The highest thing you could do is to stand in between them, try to calm them down, not being partial. It doesn't sound right. It shows where your loyalty lies, and it's not good for the other person. You could see, you don't need to watch the series far enough to understand that she has been spoiled by her mom, for her to be so disrespectful towards her dad. That's the worst thing, and that is what can break a man, because a man wants to be in charge of his home. He wants to stay in control. But seeing his child, wanting to take that position, it makes him weak. It breaks him apart. So the next scene shows Jonathan that walks into his kitchen, late at night, and he saw a plate of leftover food, and it didn't sit right with him, because at this point there's a crisis to him. There's a crisis, and he doesn't expect his family to be as wasteful as they used to be before. So he's not happy about it already. He's not happy about that part. But the wife is not seeing it that way, because to her, she used to be the one that would not waste food. She used to be the one that would tell her husband that they need to eat leftover food. Whereas to me, Malaika, leftover food is the best. Like, it tastes better when it has slept. It tastes, to me, when I cook that same day, the food doesn't taste that good. But once it sleeps, it passes the night, it tastes better, because all the ingredients, that have come together, they've mixed together well. So it makes the food to taste really better. You understand? So it makes it some type of way when you see somebody saying that they don't eat sleep. So the man is trying to make his family to understand that the times are very hard now. What will be good is for us to be able to manage. But now the wife, she has gotten used to the lifestyle of not managing that her husband introduced to her. you know. So it's making things very difficult for her. She doesn't want to manage anymore, and she sees nothing wrong with leaving leftover food open like that, you know. To her it's okay because this was a lifestyle introduced to her by her husband, you know. But now the man is no longer comfortable with that lifestyle, and he wants it to stop because like he's saying, God does not want things to be wasted, and we all know that, you know. But now this woman and her daughter, they've gotten used to it because he introduced them to it, you know, and now it becomes a problem. Hmm. So the next thing shows Jonathan, Benita, and Clara, his wife. You know, Benita is their daughter. They are eating in the morning, and Jonathan, because Jonathan, like where Benita is schooling is an expensive school, an expensive secondary school, and he wants Benita to be out of that school because not only they have bad results, like their jam was bad and everything, so he wants her out of the school because to him, what's the essence of him paying 1 million naira for her to school somewhere and their result is so bad, you know? Like to him, it's like all the secondary schools that are expensive, their results are so bad, and instead the secondary school that are cheap, like the ones for 20K, 50K, you know, they have better results. You know, it means that that is where they are teaching, because like what he said he sent his daughter there, you know, to study. But now if the teachers are unable to teach, why will he be keeping, and it makes sense, why will he be keeping her there? So he wants her to study where he knows that they teach well, they take their time to teach. But now, instead for the wife, because like us, honestly, when people come together to get married, they are one, you know, and they have to work as one, they have to work as a team. You cannot let your daughter, you know, be in control. No, you have to be able to control your child. But at this point it's more like um Clara is, you know, being against. And if a child sees that my parents are not always you know, they are not always on the same page, a child will want to swing towards the side that it's favoring he or her, you know, he or she. They'll want to swing towards that side, you know. And now she's like not being happy with what her dad is saying, and she wants to be in that school by all means. And her mother is in support of it, despite knowing full well that business is not going well. It's not business as usual. Things are not going right. The economy is down. You know, people are crying everywhere. So the man is trying to maximize cost, but the wife and the daughter are not willing to let go, you know. So the wife is even encouraging the daughter, like, don't bother yourself, you will school there whether your dad likes it or not, you know. And that is not teamwork. It doesn't show teamwork at all, you know. When couples are always fighting like that, it makes it really bad, you know, because it shows a lot of weakness. Yeah, it shows a lot of loopholes, you know, and the child will take advantage of it. So the next thing shows Jonathan that went into his room, you know, and Clara followed behind. I was still screaming based on what he said, you know, about changing school for their daughter. She's not okay with it, and I don't think that was the best approach, if you ask me. Because to me, the best approach is, if your partner does something that you feel like it is not okay, it is not right, it is not in front of your child that you're going to question his authority. It's not in front of that child that you're going to question his or her reasons. It will be when the two of you are in your bedroom or privately, when your kids are not around, like, babe, this thing you said, that I don't think it's, why did you, you know, that is, that's how people are supposed to work together. But when there's a friction, when there's conflict, you start showing it, you know, the cracks automatically shows. Yes, and it makes the child to capitalize on it, because the child will be like, okay, great, you know, my mom will support me, you know, my mom will take my side, even if whether my dad likes it or not, he has no choice than to give in to what mommy wants, and that is not good, you know. Automatically it makes the child to feel like, yes, I'll have whatever it is that I want. And they will start, be very manipulative. But that is something that Clara has actually failed to say. That doing that, fighting in front of their daughter, is giving more ammunition to her to strike. Yes, it's giving her more powers. Okay, baby, go on, you can do what you want. You will get, because she made her daughter to understand that, don't worry, you're going to that school. Okay, your father will not be able to change anything. So you eventually you make your husband look weak in front of your daughter, which is very wrong. And unfortunately, this is something that a lot of couples have been doing. You people cannot fight in public. Now she is still on the same thing, on the waste issue and on the school issue. Your husband might have done one or two in the past, like wrong for saying that you people must not eat a leftover meal. You people, like, wastage is good. Yes, but when you look at the Bible, because the Bible, what does God says? To waste is a sin. You cannot waste food when there are people that do not even know if they'll have something to eat. There are people that cannot even have a square meal a day. Talk less of 2 or 3. There are people that will have a square meal every other day, or a meal every other day. Yes. So somebody like that, what are you going to say to that person? So it's crazy. And the husband is trying to explain to her that, look, this thing is not good, because truth be told, when you look at it, it's not right to make your daughter feel like she has the right to whatever it is that she wants. It's a problem. It's a problem. I think this was the part where they were just supposed to sit together and talk it out as a family. But Clara actually wants to fight. All she wants to do is to fight. Because at this point Jonathan is fed up, because his right as a man is being trampled upon. That's how I see it. Yes, if I want to analyze it, that is how I see it. And he wants to prove a point. He wants to show that he is the man of the house, because he's seeing that if he does not do, if he doesn't prove a point, then he will have issues. But to Clara, she's seeing it as though Jonathan is having maybe midlife crisis. Yes, that's what she's thinking, because she insistently, was asking Jonathan that if there's a problem, Jonathan, how can you be asking if there's a problem? The crisis in the country, is it not scary enough for you? Is it not a problem? Can you eat the way you used to eat? Can you eat the way you want to eat with all the problems going on in this country? That today you go to the market, you will see a bag of rice, 20k. I'm talking about this little 5 kg. You go the next day, you see 25 or 26 or 30. So is it not? It's enough to worry you. It's enough to know that today you go to the market, you buy a vegetable oil or cotton oil or soya oil for 24,000, 26,000. The next day you go to the market is 30k. It's worrisome. Now she's screaming, saying that Jonathan cannot be saying, talking like that he cannot take them away from the lifestyle that they used to live. So now it's all about the fact that the lifestyle that you've given them, you have to maintain it. So it's all about balance to her. She has to maintain that same lifestyle. That is what her daughter wants. That is what their daughter is going to get. So it doesn't matter what he thinks or what he wants. So the next thing shows Jonathan. I don't understand this series at this point, but let's go ahead with it. Jonathan working in like as a builder in a site, because they are carrying planks. I don't think that is his site based on the way he put that thing on his head. If it was his site, he would not even carry the plank. I don't think so. And it might still be, but he just wants to help out. Who knows? Seriously, like us, it doesn't matter to me. I just feel like there is a miscommunication somewhere among the two of them. So the next thing shows Benita at home sitting crossing her leg, and just imagine her mom is serving her. It's morning, her father has gone to work, she's sitting there, she's not doing anything. She's busy complaining. She's not happy that it is fufu and egusi soup. She was expecting chicken, and French fries, you know, or she was expecting maybe mushroom steak, mushroom sauce and steak, or I don't know what she was expecting, or a poulet DG. I don't know, you know. So you can see that she is so spoiled. She's a brat. And from the look of things, because her mom is willing to give her everything, her mother is responsible. Yeah, you could see that. She's complaining. How can a child, a grown up, a teenager, wake up in the morning? She does not even have a job to do at home. How come? How is that even possible? She's sitting, pressing her phone, giving others, making demands, and the mother, you're granting her wishes. Hey, God, help us, oh, help us, because I might just break somebody's back. Help us for real. So, like us, honestly, what I see here is just a family that needs to be on the right path so that they can make it together. Because if not, this girl, from the look of things, almost is not going to be easy. Oh. Like I say, toxicity is a no. Relationship that will take you to early grave is a no. So stay sane, and protect your mental health at all costs. On this note, I have to say bye, guys.